This could be dangerous. Something's changing. It's been a lot. Zero direction. Don't know what I'm doing. Look, I changed my room around again. Actually, you can't see, but I've put the desk here. It makes it feel very cozy. This mug says that I am analytical, meticulous, and hardworking. Hardworking sometimes when I feel like it. I have my moments. This week is gonna be full of all kinds of different creative, artistic, crafty type stuff. Because you know what? That's what it is. Here's the thing. I feel like something's going on. That doesn't sound great, but I feel like things are happening. I kind of feel like maybe it's not just me. Like there might be a lot of you out there that are kind of feeling the same thing or have been sensing something, but maybe you didn't really think about it until now when you hear me speak about it. Or maybe it really is just me. Maybe I'm like kind of losing it. There's a good chance that that's the case, but a lot of things are kind of starting to like come to an end or run out. And it's all kind of happening at the same time for me. I'm genuinely really happy. This sense of like a lot of things are coming to an end. I've actually been really excited about it because I think I'm just kind of like ready for change. I'm ready for something different. I've been kind of like really tired of the same old. Life has gotten a little mundane, but I haven't really known like what to do about it. I'm actually really excited about a lot of stuff kind of just, you know, coming to an end and all that because I feel like the next phase of my life is around the corner. And maybe that has something to do with the fact that I am literally just a couple of weeks away from turning 30. We're gonna get into all of that. First, I want to talk about all of the things that we will be doing in this video. A lot of creative things, because one of the things that I feel like is coming to an end is knowing what the heck I am doing with Lure Studios and my business and stuff. You know, I knew what I wanted to do for my fall collection, and now we're back to just everyday art things, whatever art comes to me, rather than here's what I'm gonna create and it's all gonna kind of go together a little bit and it's gonna come out on this day and that's already done, now what? So I'm sort of in this weird limbo when it comes to my art and what I'm making, and it's slightly frustrating, but I'm also okay with it, again, because I feel like I'm just clearing things out and like tying up loose ends and sort of like purging. So in this video, we are working on punch needling, which I was so excited about. So 2 videos ago, I had tried to start punch needling. I had gotten all the stuff. I got like the yarn, I had the punch needle, and I thought that I had the material for it. Turns out I didn't. I was under the impression that any material that said 100% cotton meant that was like the same thing. The material that I had, which is something that I had bought years ago for when I was starting embroidery, I thought that it was the same exact stuff that some people were using for punch needling, because I had noticed like, oh, they're both called 100% material, 100% cotton, so this must be the same thing. No, it's not. It's not. Since that video, I did go ahead and get the correct material as well as an actual punch needling frame. I have my very first punch needle project complete, and you will see me working on that in this video. But listen, y'all, I'm kind of just winging this video at this point. I feel like there's a lot of things happening right now that I'm just winging. I feel like I don't really have a sense of direction currently in my life. I'm kind of just winging every single day. We're also drawing a self-portrait. I wanted to do a self-portrait in the style of how I did my Occult Classics fall collection this year, because I just really love that style so much, and I thought it'd be fun to like draw myself in that style. I wanted to use it as my profile picture on a lot of things, especially on my coffee. Especially since I'm moving my shop over to my coffee account, which that's in my last video before this one, so you might want to go check that out. And then I might also start offering commissions in that style as well. There's just so many art things that I want to do that aren't even necessarily for my business. It's almost like more just for me and just for fun. Wow, you guys, I didn't realize that I had so much to say. Let's get into this strange, weird ending / limbo vibe that I've been getting, because I feel like there's a good chance that a lot of you have been feeling that same thing, whether you've actually realized that that's what you're feeling or not. It just kind of seems like a lot of things are coming to an end or running out, like all at the same time. Everything at the same time. In all the different areas of my life, all the different aspects of my life. First things that I started to notice were like material things. All of my makeup, like I don't think I had taken my art full time when I purchased the foundation that I still have and the concealer. My shampoo and conditioner is running out. And like, I have huge bottles, big bottles. One of my socks that I'm wearing right now has a big hole in it that I didn't realize until I was already like walking around in it. And then I looked down and I thought, that looks weird. I shouldn't be able to see my foot there. But yeah, like a lot of like essential clothing for me is starting to kind of getting holes in it. And I still wear the clothes. I don't really care. It's just kind of interesting because it's like I first started to notice my makeup was running out. Then I started to notice when I would start putting on like my outfits, it was like, there's a hole in this. Things like my domain name runs out in September and my shop plan runs out in October. If you haven't seen all that and where I will be going next, because I am closing my Shopify store, make sure that you go watch this video right here. I'm pretty sure that this is the correct slide. My driver's license, I have to go get that renewed. Obviously, like car registration is running out. My car is running out of gas. I mean, y'all, my 20s are running out, and they're running out quick. And I'm actually gonna be filming a video tomorrow all about all the things that I've learned in my 20s. I mean, I feel like I have learned so much in my 20s and it's been fun. It's been a fun process. There's also been a lot of rough times, a lot of rough learning, but that's how it goes, right? You know, this past like month and a half, like starting in August, it feels like all of a sudden I've been pushed into a cram session. Starting in August, all of a sudden, all of these things started coming to me and all of these like lessons had to be like quickly learned. The universe is like, you have one more month. You need to figure this out now before you like leave your 20s and enter your 30s, because when you hit your 30s, there's gonna be a whole nother set of lessons that you're gonna need room to learn. You need to let this go, you need to let that go, you need to figure this out, you need to tie that up, you need to say goodbye to this and make room for that. It's just, it's been a lot. Yeah, it's overwhelming. And yeah, sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's difficult. But for the most part, I have felt a lot of relief, excitement for the future, feeling pretty positive. It's like I keep going kind of back and forth. I'll have a moment where I'm just lost and down and kind of like, I don't know if I'm making the right choice, if I'm making the right decisions. Am I messing stuff up? What am I even doing? And then I have the moment where it's like, no, everything's fine. You're not making a wrong choice, you know, you're not messing things up and everything's gonna be fine. Everything will figure itself out. You just gotta kind of be in this weird limbo. A lot of stuff in my life, material items, business stuff with Luru Studios, personal life things, and then even like legal stuff, you know, like driver's license and all that. So much of it is just running out, coming to an end, or just falling away, or making itself super known so that I have to like face it after a decade of, you know, pushing it into the corner and acting like it doesn't exist, you know? Does anybody else feel that way? And if any of you are about to just go into a new decade of your life, have you felt like the past couple of months have been a big cram session for all of the things that you need to figure out, the loose ends you need to tie up, the stuff that you need to learn, panicked study session that keeps you up until like 3 a.m. Let things go and end things and say goodbye and grieve and all of that before you move on? I don't know. Or is that just me? Something tells me it's not. It feels like a lot of just clutter and stuff has built up in my physical life, also in my mind. I also haven't been eating well. Old habits, old routines, old beliefs, or the way that I have been going about certain situations, or my day-to-day, or just life, the way I react to certain things. There's just a lot of stuff. Oh, especially the past few weeks, but probably a lot longer than I realized. And it's like just now kind of like getting real serious, and not in a bad way. I mean, just like it's go time. I'm doing a lot of purging in my physical world and my mental and my emotional and just life in general. But I also feel like it's not even all just the fact that I'm going into a new decade of my life. I kind of feel like that's just life in general for a lot of people. We're just kind of moving on, moving forward, moving up. Something's changing and shifting, and we're all kind of just trying to like navigate that. Good things are coming. This clear out has been a lot. It's been very exhausting. And it's had its moments of being scary or very sad, but it's also been very enjoyable because I'm like really, really excited for what's to come. I guess that's kind of reflected in this video because honestly, all the art that I'm making, it's not like there's really a reason or a purpose other than I just want to make it. It's not like my punch needling is anywhere close to the start selling it or offering punch needling things. I'm still very much in the learning process of it. The art that I'm making, it's just for me, you know, it's for starting over with my branding, or it's just something that I want to create and something I want to make. See if I can make something cool for my house. It's a weird limbo, and it's a weird back and forth. I have no idea where I'm going, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I have absolutely zero direction. I don't necessarily have a goal in mind right now. Before, I always had a goal in mind. I always had an idea of what I was gonna do, what I was gonna create, what my videos were gonna be about, the art that I was gonna make. Always like a reason for things and a goal that I was working towards. I'm kind of just wandering around, but I'm like really inspired to create a lot of things, and I just want to have fun. I feel like I've gone off the path and I'm just wandering around in the fields, and if I see something cool, I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here for a moment and just enjoy the view. And then I'm like, all right, on to the next view. I don't know. I'm really excited about stuff, but I don't really have a reason for the stuff that I'm wanting to do, and I don't really have a goal in mind, and I really have absolutely no clue where I'm going. It did take me a long time to kind of like feel okay with being in limbo and being in this like weird in-between and not really having a really super clear direction or path or goal in mind, because it was like, well then what the heck am I even doing, and like what's the point of anything that I'm doing? But I don't think that's really for us to decide, you know? Like we don't always have to have a reason for doing something. It's reason enough to do something just because you enjoy doing it. If we're interested in something, it's not always ours to know why we feel interested in it. And sometimes it just takes doing it, and then time goes by and you look back and you're like, oh, I think this is why I was meant to do this. Either it brings more enjoyment to your life, or maybe it impacts other people in ways that you never would have thought it did. Maybe it just kind of changes the trajectory of your life in a way that you never would have thought it would. Kind of just leaning into the unknown. I don't feel like there are reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. Also think that there is a good chance that there is some path that I happen to be following that I just don't see yet. It's like covered by the weeds. Or sometimes we just have to create our own path. Sometimes it's like the path doesn't actually exist ahead of us. We're just creating it as we move forward. You can't see it ahead of you because it doesn't exist. But then if you look back, you would see that a path has started to form behind you because you've already walked it. Okay. Well, I knew I had things to say, but I didn't know I had that much to say. So I hope this helped somebody out that feels like, you know, maybe they've been feeling the same way. They feel like they're going through a lot of like letting go, people leaving your life, situations leaving your life, things leaving your life, things running out, stuff no longer working the way that they used to. Maybe this will help you kind of realize like it's just, I think we're all kind of just getting prepared for the next step or the next big exciting thing in life, you know? So if any of you have been feeling this way, can you please let me know? My battery's about to run out, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know why I feel like I should go ahead and say bye, love ya, because this isn't supposed to be the end of the video, but maybe it is. Like maybe I've talked the whole video and I just don't know it yet. So if that's the case, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, which I think will be all the things that I learned in my 20s. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Love ya.